Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hi, you guys. What's up? Welcome to another episode of Hashtag. We are on episode 49, and we have a really, really interesting show for you guys today. First of all, before we get started into our really great topic, get your girl Tiffany Noco. Follow me on the gram, _Tiffany Noco. All the rest of my social media, same thing. And today, the gang's all here. You know, we've been like little here and there for the last couple of weeks. Somebody's here, somebody's not. We have everybody today, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them roll it in so we can get it started.
Well, it's your boy Zane. We back, we back live with it. You know, I come back with a little haircut for those who ain't see me in a minute. But you know, make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms at Zane Top Me. That's on IG, Snapchat, Twitter, all that. You can even find my Facebook if you want to, but I don't really be on there like that. But like Tiffany said, we got a real interesting show today. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you tuned in.
Rico Suave.
I'm done with you. Hello, how are you doing? You know, it's like I'm teasing. I'm your girl, Chrissy Vet. I don't know what I was doing, taking y'all to Australia with a mixture of England's jacked up, but you can see me on IG at Chris Lord, and also I'm on Facebook, Kristen. Don't try to find me. Just put Kristen, and you'll see my gorgeous mug, and you'll know it's me. But don't do that. Follow me on IG. So, cheers. Welcome.
Oh my gosh. As y'all can see, it's gonna be quite a lit show today. But before we jump into these topics, and before I let y'all know what we're talking about today, there are some things to address. Okay, one thing for sure that everybody, they mama, they grandma, they kids, the baby in the womb, they all been doing this shit over the last week, and I know y'all seen it, and that's the Do the Shiggy challenge. Have y'all seen that shit?
Yes, it's a fucking epidemic. I'm
It's
tired of seeing it.
it's
I hate the song. I don't even like the song
It's
no more.
so nuts,
Kiki.
bro.
I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Kiki tired of y'all too. Kiki's like, but she don't call me no more. She done disconnected her line.
Type shit. She don't even go by Kiki no more. She go by her full name or some shit.
Miss Kira and his hoe.
I mean, it was cool at first. I you know, it was a little entertaining, but damn, everybody got to drop a video.
Everybody's
I ain't gonna lie, the
doing
corniest one though I seen was Russell Wilson and Sierra. That video was
Well,
so crazy.
they y'all like
that was so crazy.
but you know they y'all like white bread anyway. You know what I'm saying? They toast. You know what I'm saying? They're cute black.
I thought it was
but they
corny.
toast.
Like everybody's doing this shit.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
You didn't even find a live. This ain't even a live one. They got some live ones, but like
No, they do have some really live ones.
Why these shoulders don't match these hips?
They low
What's
key make
happening?
me want to do one in this hoe.
everybody's
Yo,
in
what's
this.
up with my guy?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Y'all, I seen one today
Right,
when
yeah.
a doctor was doing it in the doctor's office, like literally with somebody with a patient. I mean, obviously they staged it, but it was a patient on the fucking
Dennis, right?
thing.
It's a Dennis.
Dennis, yeah, that was live. I ain't gonna lie to you, now that one was live. I was
was cool.
tickled. I was tickled.
I don't think I'm cool with that. Like, nigga, you in the office, my G. Like, I don't want you to sit here. I mean, God forbid. And as somebody who is actually having oral surgery in like a few weeks, I do not want to be under mouth gaping open. You over here doing the sugar challenge. I'm gonna straight slide you and I'm gonna sue you, my G.
Type shit.
No, it was staged. It was so staged.
But like
You never know. But you know, you heard about that lady in Atlanta who was doing it.
Oh
yeah. She was in there. She was doing lipo, doing the jump, and she was dead ass serious. And they sued the shit out that lady.
That's crazy.
But it's kind of like that marketing, like you see with them doctors in Miami, the plastic surgeons in Miami. You know, they're always like doing extra stuff on their Snapchats and whatnot. Like, so I can kind of see like they're just trying to take advantage of a social media challenge and
crazy,
use it like to elevate their business, but at the same time,
no, not when a nigga under. I promise you.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, it's really wild.
No.
Everybody's doing it, huh?
And this is why I take social media breaks, because of stuff like this here.
Nah, them
I
challenges be
have
killing
no
me.
time.
No, when a challenge like let loose, like everybody doing it, it don't matter what it is. The only challenge I've ever participated in was the foot of dick challenge.
Oh my
God. Now that is footage you will never ever see.
I'm gonna find it.
But I did participate in it. But cool thing is, I actually met Shiggy when I went to New York. It was fucking random. It was so random. He's a cool dude. I like some of his videos. I follow him on social media or whatever. I followed him before the night that I like actually met him, but it was like very fucking random. I was walking around in New York looking for a bar, and I happened to roll up on him and Boosie. And they was cool as I met Boosie before, but it was like a long, long time ago. But they was cool as fuck. And then we went to the strip club, and it was a wild night. It was a wild fucking night. But so shout out to Shiggy. And the boy got his blue check, so he like real lit about that. I don't know. I feel like sometimes blue checks are real exaggerated, but I guess when you get one, it's hype.
When niggas don't have blue checks. Never mind.
Do you have a blue check? Though?
I don't.
All right, though. All right.
Over here.
All right. I'm over here. What?
Nothing. Moving on.
Okay. Anywho, that was the one thing, and then Future dropped the mixtape, and I just want to pinpoint on how y'all feel about that. I like it.
That hoe was fire.
I like it.
That hoe was absolutely fire. Better than Kanye's album.
I'm listening.
Better than Ye's album. Better than. Actually, it's probably better than every project that Good Music drops. Better than Pusha T's album. Like,
oh my God!
It was no. That man Future spoke to me. He spoke to me so crazy.
Relax.
What you mean?
Hey, relax.
It was good.
Every track was fire. Chris,
relax. Relax. You're doing a lot.
I started crying when the last track came on.
Wow.
Like,
I feel like you need to
Future
relax.
be talking to me.
No. The crazy thing is, like, the raw thing about it is that he dropped that whole on Sierra anniversary. Now that's some savagery. Obviously, I don't know what she did to him, but he is still whipped on her.
He always talking about her. What you mean?
He's still whipped on her. Like, it just is what it is. Like, that's the one that really got away for him.
I don't even think it's that. I think people just have. You gotta understand. Everybody wants somebody that everybody wants. You understand? And then when you have somebody like Sierra,
I don't think everybody wants Sierra though.
You don't know that.
I'm not gonna lie, Sierra is bad, but like I don't just want her that bad. Yeah, I don't.
No,
want
but
her that
I'm
bad.
not saying. I'm just saying. I feel like everybody wants. When you have it, you don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wants something that somebody else wants. So the fact that he once had it, lost it, and now she is living her best life out here.
Yeah.
You can still say what you want about Sierra. She's out here living her best life.
And
niggas can sit and call, Russell Wilson's L7, which he is. But, I mean, at the end of the day, she's happy. And, I mean,
so are you
that
saying,
nigga Future better.
Are you saying the only way you could be happy is to get a lame nigga?
No, what I'm
Negative.
saying.
Negative. Why is he lame? Why is he lame? Why is he lame? Because he's a nice guy?
Not even that.
Because he's a nice guy, he's lame?
That's
what's wrong with people. That is what's wrong with people.
Guys,
guys.
He's a quarterback for an NFL team. He's just lame. You ain't never seen how he operates.
What?
Dangerous.
Look at this nigga right here. Look at him in the background. Look at this nigga. He not lame for you, Chris. Come on.
Yo, this nigga L7 like shit. But
all he doing is pumping up his wife. Damn, he can't pump his wife
He
up.
looks so crazy in the background.
I say this. Russell Wilson. The thing I like about him, he's a good dude. He's a good looking dude. And
He is a good
and there's
looking
nothing
dude.
wrong. And me personally, I like a little lame. I do. I really do. If you look at my history, they all got a little lame in them. And I love that. I like a little nerd in them. So that's fine. But the thing is, it's different between being nerdy and having no swag. This nigga has no swag.
Like
honestly,
zero.
that's what it
Swaggerless.
is.
Zero.
This
Well,
nigga, he's swaggerless.
No, he has no swag.
No
Like, the
swag
thing,
whatsoever.
like,
Let
I'm not
Russell
knocking-
live his life.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
he can live his life, but I
Right.
mean, even the nigga name is Dangerous. Like, come on, this the handle. Like, Dangerous.
Nah, he's a hoe.
Like,
He's a head
nigga.
ass. He's a head ass.
But he's a good. I'm not
my
mad. I'm glad. To me, I feel like that was a come up for Sierra.
That was
Compared to-
definitely
that's a
come up.
huge come
compared
up.
to
you know,
fucking
Future was
Future,
never.
bro.
You know, he's never gonna settle down with Shorty.
Never.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Never.
So I
Never.
get why you
Didn't
chose.
he just have a baby with Bow Wow, baby mama?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he had a baby. Maybe
Yes,
had a
he
baby.
did. It was a
Maybe
baby.
Oh, he did.
It was a baby.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Oh, shit, well, we
Because they
got-
was talking about on that meme, that picture with him and Young Thug. Talking about don't do it, sis. He gonna leave you with a baby and dip out. Yeah, he did just have a baby.
That's tough.
That's crazy.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Damn.
Well,
It'd be
Future.
like
But,
that.
here's the thing, though. The rumor is, and it may not even be a rumor. I personally don't think it's a rumor that he's a sex addict.
I mean, but then it goes back to
I
what
think
is an
all
addict.
males are sex addicts.
Boo! Boo!
So you think what?
Fuck out of here.
All males are sex addicts.
No.
Or majority of them.
No.
No, being a sex addict, that's a totally
That's-
different
yeah.
thing. You can't even. That's a whole different
can't
topic.
even,
We
like,
don't even have to
control
say
it.
that for a whole different
You
show.
can't
Because you
control
got to
it.
define what's an addict. You know what I'm
You
saying?
right,
That
you
goes
right, you
into a
right.
whole.
I'm
Okay, that's-
I'm not saying I'm a
that's
sex.
not our
I plead the
topic.
fifth. We
Right.
can keep moving.
Relax.
Not our topic.
I'm gonna start hitting you with the relax. Like
Relax.
on the gym. Relax.
You're right. You're right.
You're doing a lot. Oh God. it's
So we got started a little early. But so let's get to the topics. Okay, we talked about the small stuff, but let's get to the topics. So what we're talking about today is, drum roll please, relationships. The one thing that all you motherfuckers want to avoid talking about, because you either can't get in one, or you feel like you can't get in one, you feel like you stuck in one, you bitter about your ex, or it's some shit as to what reason people do not want to talk about relationships, or you in one and you don't really want to be in it. You just want to thought around, and that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Just get out the relationship. But we may have a solution for you on that too. But as we get started with our topics, I was gonna ask a question, but I think, we kind of took up a lot of time doing the introduction. So my question was gonna be, to roll into the relationships, is what's the craziest date you've been on? But I think that's gonna take up a lot of time. So we're gonna roll into the topics first. So our first topic is, and first of all, before we get started, let me tell y'all, Zane came up with our topics for today. So shout out to him, because he did a really good job, and we're gonna see how the show goes. But we want to know, the ultimate question, and that is, are monogamous relationships realistic?
I say yes and no.
I say no.
I say both.
I say damn, because I want to say yes and no, but I want to incriminate myself.
Because it
Wow.
But I'm gonna go ahead and say,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I think realistically, no, monogamous relationships are not realistic. First of all, just look at the statistics. It seems like almost everybody getting married. Let's talk about getting married. You're supposed to get married just one time, right? Aren't you supposed to?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do. That shit's not common now. That's not common nowadays. It wasn't common.
Well,
100 years ago.
monogamy is synonymous with marriage.
Right. Okay.
So I feel that.
So are you saying? So okay. I feel like I know where you're going, but you might not be going that way. So monogamy is synonymous with marriage, right? We're talking about marriage. We're talking about monogamy.
True.
So if I have multiple sexual partners but I'm not married, am I not? Am I? Oh, okay. My question is. Sorry, let me word this a little bit better. So, so you don't have to necessarily practice monogamy unless you're married, right?
I mean, I think it's at the discretion of you and that
No.
person you're dating. I think that's at the discretion you guys have. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily marriage per se.
'Cause it's
Even
not-
though marriage legally binding, you're supposed to be monogamous and all of these things, but then it just goes back to you said you wanted to say yes or no. I think it just kind of goes back to that. Monogamy is the shoe don't fit everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people are cool with being monogamous. Some people aren't. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, as someone, I feel like I'm gonna incriminate myself. That's fine. Me right now, oh, no, for real. I'm not in a relationship, so who I date, really, that's at my discretion to, involve them and let them know, hey, I'm dating or whatever. But once again, that's my discretion. I don't have to let people know, number one. And that's not me being sneaky. That's just my business. Number two, at the end of the day, I don't have to be monogamous because I ain't no ring on my finger.
Okay.
But
I
that's
agree.
different, though.
I agree.
That's different. Because what we're talking about as far as, okay, well, let me make sure clarify that we're all talking about the same thing. As far as monogamy, we're talking about being in a relationship with someone
Girlfriend
else,
or wife or husband or
girlfriend
boyfriend.
or wife, boyfriend. If it is committed between
But
the
ain't
two
no- but
of
ain't no
you,
ring on
then
the
that
finger,
is
though.
monogamous. That is a monogamous relationship.
What you mean?
If you have both agreed to be exclusive to each other and each other only, then you are in a
What if y'all don't
relationship
both
that you
agree?
are. Then you are
Because I
nope.
feel like a lot of the time women
This is a wild ass scenario.
women are always were like, oh yeah, he's my man, and the
Yeah.
nigga like, what is she talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? That happens all the
First
time.
of all, let's get to this delusion factor, okay? Because niggas be saying that. Let me tell y'all something about niggas, okay? First of all, y'all be like, oh yeah, that ain't my girl. We ain't in a relationship. You say that shit like. We talking about in your head, the shit that you pretending, and then we talking about in real life, because guys be out here like real buddy, like real up in like a girl's shit. Like, oh, you my girl. You better not be talking to nobody else. Better not be dealing with nobody else. And then when you get in front of everybody else, it's like, oh, no, I don't even fuck with her like that. So
See,
that's some different shit.
That's different.
That's
but
different,
I'm talking
though.
about if I'm sexual.
Because
let's say,
you
and
said
I
the
think it
thought
happens.
of.
But I'm saying, but a lot of times, let's say you're dealing with a shorty, a girl, and let's say like y'all, let's say it usually happens after you sexually active with them. You sexually active with them, blah blah. You spend a lot of time with them, but you ain't never said like, oh yeah, you my gal. Like that never happened, or are we dating, or are we exclusive? You feel me? So
Yeah.
like at that point, it's like, why are you tripping? Okay, we had raw sex. Okay, I take you out to Benihana's and blah blah blah
Why
blah. I
gotta be
never said you was
Benihana's?
my gal. What'd you say?
Pause. Let's get to this. Let's get to this real sexist shit, because I get real tired. I get real tired of guys be out here assuming, or it's guys, okay? And even it's girls sometimes too. They're always assuming that it's always the female in the relationship or in whatever the fuck it is that y'all have going on. That's the one that's like pressing the issue on a relationship shit. It is not always the girl. Let y'all know that shit right now, because niggas be out here wilding.
But most of the time it's a girl.
They be out here
But
wilding.
most of the time.
They be, and guys are, and it's, I mean, girls are very we're very selfish sometimes as far as like our lover, especially if we are having sex. It's not always the case with like every guy, but sometimes it is like that. It just is what it is. But guys are too, because guys are very territorial, and sometimes when they're like dealing with someone, they don't want them to deal with nobody else, because they feel like, okay, you need to be loyal to me even though I'm not gonna be loyal to you, and that's a motherfucking thing.
I agree. I feel like a lot of males do that. But I have a question for both of y'all. Do y'all think, so like back to the question, do y'all think monogamy is realistic though? Do y'all think
I
it's
do.
real?
I don't think it is.
I personally do.
See, Chris, me and Chris on the same page.
I do. You want to know why I do feel like monogamy is realistic? Because it's been proven. It's been fucking proven. If there
Proven how?
has been a relationship where nobody in the fucking world has ever been like committed to one person and it's just been you guys, then I would say, okay, then it's not realistic, because it's failed every time someone has tried to do it. But there are monogamous relationships where it's exclusive to that person and this person alone.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just looking at it. I feel like it's a prehistoric concept. I feel like, and I'm not saying for everybody. I'm saying for a lot of people. I feel like monogamy is a prehistoric concept. Let's look at divorce rates. How many
They're
of us
super
really
high.
came from? I mean, I come from a 2-parent household, but eventually they divorced.
I came from one parent
You know what I'm saying?
household
So
as
it's like let's talk about that. You see these
My mom was
people
always
rates
engaged.
rates are very high for those getting divorced and all of that, and then also through with monogamy, jealousy and just that type of thing, being jealous and deceitfulness run, I think, more rampant and high. I've actually been in an open relationship before, and it was actually very cool because we agree, you know what I'm saying? We're committed to each other. However, you're here, I'm there, I'm doing what I do, you do what I do. But at the same time, when we get together, we're together. So, I mean, I think it's a prehistoric concept. I don't think it applies to everybody. Monogamy is not for everybody.
But-
It don't. And just because you're in a relationship don't necessarily mean that's gonna work for you. Because for some people, I don't feel like humans are meant to be monogamous.
I agree. And like what you see how you just draw out that, that kind of that picture of how you could be in a relationship and it could potentially work. But I'm saying in most cases it usually just doesn't work out. Like either one of either the male, female, whoever, female, male, don't that it doesn't work out in the end because you just get to that point where you get jealous. Like like we're in a relationship. I know like that's what we're doing, but like I don't really want you to be with whoever else or blah blah blah. Like it just always comes back to that. Like especially like when people aren't dating and there is no title, but like either the boy or the girl or girl whatever start tripping on each other like like you doing this and that like well it's like we're not even together.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, let me before I get into my spiel of what I'm going to say to rebuttal that, Facebook. We know that y'all tuned in with us. We know that y'all are going live with us because we live. You feel me? And we appreciate y'all. And what we want y'all to do is subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. Donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thespear.tv/donate. Okay. Let me get into what I'm going to say for y'all real quick, okay? Because that's a good point, but here's the thing. I feel like if you are not in a relationship and you have no titles, it's free game. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have established exclusiveness and you both are on an agreement to where we're not going to seek others outside of what we're doing, and it doesn't even have to be the title of a relationship. It just has to be an agreement that we're going to be exclusive solely to one another. Okay, if you have not made that agreement, then it's free game to do whatever the fuck you want to do, straight up. But on a side note, because you mentioned like the whole aspect of sex, right? Where we were talking about the aspect of sex too, and people getting jealous. You will get jealous when you're having regular sex with someone, especially if you are doing it raw.
Raw
I mean,
sex.
let's
As
be
friends.
real. If you
Raw
in
sex
there
is
raw
friends.
dogging it, you just gonna be
Hashtag raw
it
sex.
because you
Relax.
wanna know what? Because people. Here's the thing, because and it's so unfortunate because we as a society, I feel like I'm just gonna say as a society because it's just about like 98%
Yeah.
we have taken sex as and just completely degraded the fucking act of sex. Sex is intercourse. It is called intercourse for a fucking reason, because when you have sex with someone, and again, if you are, especially if you're doing it raw, it is a fucking connection. It is a physical, emotional, fucking, it's just a body, it's a connection.
Not all the time.
It's like chemically in your body when you're having sex with someone, especially if you're doing it raw, you connect on a different level. I'm
Not all the
telling
time.
you, I'm not saying that like oh my god, now I'm in love, but it's a different type of like chemical mix up in your body and their body too, where it does make you sometimes feel in your mind. It sends signals to your mind and for you to create this like action of jealousy, because now you kind of feel like
I think
you're
that
connected with this person.
I think that only occurs after. It only occurs when you already have feelings for that person.
Now that I agree. I think you
Like,
have to have
yeah.
some feelings there.
You already have to. If you don't have
some
none,
feelings
like
there.
zero at all, which most males don't, like it's not gonna matter.
Most
I feel like females
so
like they
bullshit.
just females catch feelings fast. I'm talking about
Wow.
over nothing. You feel me? Like
Well, that's a whole. Well, for one, that's a relax.
different topic. You right? Relax.
Relax. That's
Wow.
First of all, that's a different
Hold on a
topic. That's number one. Number two,
It's an intimate action. It's an intimate fucking action. I don't really care how you're having it. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's fucking mind is wrapped the same way. Because personally, no matter if it can go either fucking way. If I'm in my mind, it's already a disconnect. I don't give a fuck how we did it or how we had it. I'm not falling for you. I'm not like, oh, put a ring on. No, it's not gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So as far as it being like, oh, females usually do it, I don't fucking believe that. It's a mindset of what you are expecting and what y'all have established before and after you're having sex.
but I think that just goes back to expectations. My bad. And I
you
think
fine.
that goes with people having expectations or things where technically there should be no expectation for. So if we You know what I'm saying? If we are doing this, I don't know. It's been plenty of times I done went into it and it's just like, this is what it is. It was no feelings. I didn't even want to call this person. It was nothing. It just was what it was.
You just was slinging dick.
No, it just was. It was what it was. I didn't give a fuck about it. But I mean, let's talk about relationships. I want to talk about this relationship with my dentist. So, this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Chandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680. And that's the relationship I care about the most with my dentist.
No,
We're
facts.
monogamous.
Facts. Loyal to my dentist, and that's it.
Because that's ain't shit, y'all. Disclaimer. Let's just put it out there, okay? That ain't shit, okay? All right. So while we're on the topic of relationships and monogamy, and we kind of mentioned this beforehand because, as I mentioned, these are very synonymous things. So, you know, I feel as though if you do not believe in monogamy, you're inadvertently admitting to not believing in marriage. So with that being said, do y'all believe in marriage?
I disagree because that's
crazy.
I'm gonna go.
No,
That's a
because
crazy
you're
question.
how?
I disagree.
How is it not crazy? Marriage is supposed to be a bond between two people, a man and it can be whoever.
Well, it's not
but
even.
it's supposed to be a bond in between two people, and when you get married, you're saying that you're gonna be with this person only.
No, that's not necessarily true because at the end of the day, what works for some might not work for others. I actually know some people, personal friends of mine, who've been married. I'm talking about for 10 plus years, and they have open marriage, and they are happy as shit, and they out here living their best life. Seriously, like they out here, and the thing is, I think everybody. Look, what works for some don't work for others. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm not saying if I'm married, will I be monogamous? Probably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
But
agree.
that's just me.
I'm monogamous.
But I mean,
we're not doing that.
I have a hybrid view on it though. I feel like in a marriage between a woman and a man, like the man is open, but like the wife, the female.
That's not true, Zane.
She need to chill though.
No,
like you don't.
Wow.
No. I feel like a lot of other males out there would agree with me.
No.
I disagree. I think
Because I've definitely heard stories of it being the other way around.
yeah.
Other way around, where the woman is very open to having an open relationship or even trying some swinging shit, and the guy is just like not for it. I've definitely.
Oh no! I mean
Heard
that's
that.
the frustration. I'm just saying. I'm saying when I'm talking about it, I feel like I just feel like that's. You're right. I agree with you. I'm not even gonna go in more detail.
Guys are.
Because I don't want to hold myself.
Guys are so much more territorial than women are.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
Like off rip. When I feel
That's
like
that's why like a guy will cheat 1,000 times and a girl keep coming back. By the way, girl cheat one time.
But we just
Out the
watched
game.
Lil B say that though. You remember
Wow.
Lil B?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
No, I didn't even hear it, but no, subconsciously I heard that shit.
Wow,
So,
this
look.
fucking statement that you just made,
That's
that
real
just really
talk.
blew me. Okay, so
That's
since we're
true.
talking about
real
since
shit.
we're talking about fucking cheating, and you just said what you said. Okay, so do everybody at some point cheat? Okay, in
Yes.
the relationship.
Yes.
And furthermore, since we're talking
Every
about
time?
if somebody ever cheats, everybody around the table, have you cheated? Have you been it's 3 parts to cheating, okay? You can be the cheater, you can be the one cheated on, or you can be the one used to cheat with. Which fucking
I've been all of them. I mean, I'll go first.
I've
I've been all of them. I've been the person that cheated. I've been the person that's been cheated on. I've been the person, whatever the third option.
Look.
Yep, that
I
one.
done
I've
cheated.
been all of them.
I didn't been the person that someone cheated on this nigga they're with, but I ain't never been cheated on to my knowledge.
Wow.
To your
To my
knowledge.
knowledge. At
Right.
least I'm being
Wow.
realistic here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? These hoes ain't shit.
Wow.
I'm saying, king, this is-
Right I'm so off you right now. I'm so off him. Are you fucking serious? You just said that fucking fucking guys will cheat 1,000
They
times.
gonna pull out this brush.
1,000. That's the whole nigga move right
you,
there.
Chicago?
You got a fucking brush in your pocket. I'm so over
What is this
him.
poetic justice,
I'm
nigga?
so over him.
You joke. What's his name? Is it Guy Tory?
Oh my
Like,
God.
Chicago.
You're not doing nothing different to your hair.
What you
Your hair
mean?
shit.
I got
Nothing
cowlicks
changed.
in my shit.
But I mean, I feel
They're
like
gonna stay there.
I feel like we've all been in that position. I've cheated before. I've been in all of those. But I think with women, and I think primarily with women, we're gonna emotionally cheat. I think a lot of times with us, we're not gonna go
That's
out
not
and just
always the
physically
case.
cheat. I think a lot of us, it takes some type of connection first. I mean, for me speaking for myself and my experience, it wasn't like I was just feeling like primal, like, yeah, I'm trying to smash. Like, no, it was something was lacking in my current relationship. And so I was already vulnerable. So when I found somebody, we were just friends, like straight up platonic friends. And then it just kind of, but once again, that door was open and we had that emotional bond.
Yeah.
And then it turns to that. And I think for women, most women, I don't think we just gonna go out there. I think it takes us missing something or something's lacking for us emotionally. Once you got us hooked, that's it for a woman.
Why, see,
I think.
Why didn't you just break up with old dude before you did that?
Well,
Because
it's not-
I,
it's
for one,
not
I was
like that.
well. I'll admit, I was a selfish ass nigga. I was a
Wow.
coward. No real shit. I was a coward and I was selfish and I loved them and I didn't want to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that as well, we've been having issues and I was trying to address it time and time again for the year. But like you
I feel
know,
it.
when
I
you
feel it.
dealing with somebody for this person I was with, man, we were together for almost 9 years. So you know what I'm saying? When you dealing with somebody
that's a
that
long
long and you're trying to tell them but they not listening, and then you love this person so much you don't want to hurt them, shit, it just happened.
I feel it.
So I mean,
I
I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I'm just going, and I was a coward. That's just it, straight
I
up.
feel
I
it.
was selfish and I was a coward,
I
and that's not right.
I done been in them shoes. I done been in them selfish shoes before.
Yeah,
More than once, so I understand. I feel it. Tiffany, she over here acting like she just.
I'm holier
She
than
just
thou. I don't know
okay.
what y'all talking about.
All right.
No,
That's
I
enough.
have cheated before, and honestly,
God.
I didn't view it as cheating until I realized,
Oh my God.
until I realized that it was. This is like because it happened like this. I literally like just got out of a relationship with someone that I was living with. Like it was a real fucking thing. Like we was every day I come on my seat stinking type shit, and
Damn.
I had friends. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I just don't know how.
I
bet she
had
gone for sure.
friends and stuff. And then anywho, we ended up like breaking up and not dating, right? So my feelings was really hurt. So I kind of was just going through this like after a while, after kind of getting on the border of being out of like, oh, I'm so hurt, and after I was like almost like just like right about getting over it, I kind of was I'm like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. But at the time, there was this one guy that I was talking to that kind of was just like helping me through my relationship. He was my fucking rebound, right? We were sexual. And, in the midst of that, I told him he could not have sex with anybody else if he was going to have sex with me because we was raw dogging it, okay?
Oh, my God.
Let's just be for real, right? So that's what I told him. And
Ooh, Jesus.
and
Older than L.
in the midst of that, again, I had just got out of a relationship, and I wasn't committed to him just outside of it being sexual. You know what I'm saying? That was my only thing. Like, if we're gonna do what we're doing, I don't need you having sex with anybody else, right? So I stepped out on that agreement, and I started having sex with somebody else. I wasn't raw dogging him, but I was having sex with him. I was fucking him. And I didn't know that we were actually in a relationship at that point. It was not agreed upon on me, but it was agreed upon on him. And that was what that was. But also throughout that relationship, I cheated a few times.
Oh my God.
He wasn't giving me everything that I needed, but I really did care about him on some shit. And honestly, I did some getting back at
Emotional.
him for some shit that he did to me. He cheated on me too.
He did, but I'm just saying, but like that situation right there, even you talk that was you
It was
stepped out.
emotional.
Yeah, you
it was
stepped
very
out
emotional.
here
And
first.
it was even more when I found out he was cheating on me too. It was real emotional after that because I fucked his whole life up. But
Look, I just had one question for both of y'all. Did y'all at least tell? Oh, dude, did y'all cheat on me?
So
I
no,
didn't have to
so
Started
tell.
with you.
I
Did you
didn't
tell
tell
him?
then.
Okay.
I didn't have to tell. He just
So you never told him?
found out.
You just found out. Okay.
No, this person didn't find out until years later.
my God.
Actually, when I have another podcast. And when I was recording a podcast, we have a thing. We used to we like getting lit. Like we would have mimosas every show. Like we be slizzy. So one of our topics was talking about that, and I kind of brought it up, and they listened to the podcast and they told me, but they didn't trip. They were just kind of like, oh man, I kind of figured. And all types of shit, but I mean, they didn't even bring it up, so they found out years later.
Because if I feel like a male would cheat on a guy would cheat on a girl, and like she'll bounce back way harder, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just they might stick around. They might not even cheat yet. I'm talking about some of the girls I done met. But a girl would cheat on a guy, and that will break them. I'm talking about like destroy them. Like it's. Just one time. I'm talking about like, oh, dude, to fuck your best friend.
That's because ego.
So I have a question. I have a question for that too.
Mm-hmm.
But also, let me recap on what I said. I did tell him. I told on myself, and unknowingly, I was fucked up, and I called him and I told him. I was drunk. I was like, I know. I was like drunk. And I was out of town, and I happened to be out of town with the guy that I was cheating on him with.
Relax.
And I was so drunk, and I
Relax.
was so lit because I was with one of like my real good friends, right? And I was like in my feelings. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna call him. But in the midst of calling him, my ex know how to get in your head. He's very, very manipulative. And he started asking questions, and I'm very honest when I'm sober. I mean, when I'm drunk. I mean, I'm honest when I'm, and not in that situation. But when I'm drunk, like, you can get some shit out of me. And that's what happened. And the crazy fucking thing is, the next day, I had no memory of even talking to him.
Oh my
God.
God.
When I got back into town, I just was playing it fucking cool. I was playing it cool like a motherfucker. And he was like, him too. Crazy thing is, we went to the movies.
That's how you're supposed to do.
We went to the mall.
I would've did the
Everything.
same thing, too.
Everything. The whole first
I've been
day.
chilling hard as hell.
Whole first day. And then the next day, he was like, see, I was trying to give you the opportunity to
say
tell
something,
me.
and you didn't say
I
nothing.
didn't say shit.
Yep.
And then I denied it. Y'all, I denied it that whole fucking
Why you
time. And
deny
then
it,
I
though?
went back out of town with the same
Well,
guy.
Tiff, it sounds like you're not
Wow.
really you're not really doing too well in the area of, like, you know what I'm saying,
This
keeping
was
secrets
years
and
ago.
whatnot. But hopefully you do a better job of taking care of your finances. Which brings me to our next ad. This portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt for months and months, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services.
Okay, I have a question.
What?
What's good?
That
bro?
is our producer, you guys.
What's good, bro?
Elijah.
Right now?
Yes.
Get it out, bro.
It
Good.
does pertain to the topic.
Mm-hmm.
How come you always hear crazy girl stories, but you never hear crazy guy stories?
Because, hold on. I can answer that
I
for
got
you.
one for y'all.
I can answer that for you because you got to understand, guys be about that ego. You know what I'm saying? Males, women have it too, but I think males really be on that ego tripping.
No.
They do. No, I'm saying when it comes to trying not to portray that they crazy, I'm not saying you're not, because y'all niggas.
If you get a guy good enough, if you get him good enough, he gonna show you some crazy.
I don't want to see it.
Prime example. My ex, mind you, we dated. I say 3 years, but it was really a little over 3 years. It was a little over 3 years. But anywho, one night, this was when we wasn't really taking a break. We was just kind of like broken, right?
What?
We wasn't on a break. Realistically, we was never really on a break, but we was just like broken. We was just like at odds with each other type shit. And so this was in the midst of one of my episodes. I was talking to someone else, wasn't doing anything, just talking.
That's still
to him.
cheating, but go
That's
ahead.
cheating.
Yeah, no, it's cheating for sure. But I wasn't doing anything.
still
I
cheated.
just was like talking to him because he was just like a
That's
good
emotionally
person to
cheating.
talk
Cheater.
to, right? So fuck you. Fuck you. So, one night, this boy has he used to have a bad habit of just popping up at my house. Popping up. And then I remember I gave him a key because, of course, this is my boyfriend. And he lied to me, told me he lost the key, and this nigga really didn't lose it. He had that hoe. He just didn't want me to know when the fuck he was going to pop up in my shit. But anywho, one night I'm just at home. I'm like, sleep. He out with his friends. He told me he was out. He just fucking pop up at my house. Mind you, he called me a couple times. I ain't answered the phone because I'm asleep. He pop up, banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's this? It can only be one fucking person. Open the door. I have my phone on a nightstand. And my ex is very controlling. So when I met him, I didn't have a lock on my phone. So he figured I should never put a fucking lock on my phone because I didn't have one on there. I put a lock on my phone because he liked to pick my shit up and literally go through all of my stuff. Like all of it on some crazy shit.
What was you hiding?
No,
Zane.
at that time I was hiding shit, but also I put a lock on my phone because it's not the principle of me hiding anything. It's the principle of why you feel that you can just pick my stuff up and go through it. I don't give a fuck what we're doing.
I don't disagree with that.
You're just violating my privacy on all type of levels.
So I feel like so if I got a gal,
I'm a grown ass.
She can never go through my shit, right? Like it's green.
That's not what I'm saying.
What you mean?
That is
My
not what I'm
privacy is
saying.
my phone. My privacy.
No,
what
that's
saying?
not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't pick my stuff up at your disposal, at your fucking whenever you feel like it, and pick my stuff up and just go through my things. That's what I'm saying.
What's the difference between the key to your crib and the password to your phone?
I gave him a key to my apartment.
He can walk in your crib for you. Why can't he go on your phone for you?
I gave it to him for different reasons.
Okay.
But anywho, so he picks my shit up. He like, unlock your phone. And I'm like, nigga, no, the fuck? Get the fuck out. Like, no, you starting shit, get out. This how I'm feeling.
Damn.
This motherfucker has my phone. I'm laying in the bed. I'm thinking he ain't finna do shit. He about to get in the fucking bed and bitch, and we about to go to sleep, right? This is what I'm thinking. I lived on the fourth floor at this time.
Through your phone.
He threw my phone off the balcony.
He was cheating.
Now,
threw my phone off the fucking
I hope you didn't
balcony
reconcile with
and
this person.
drove off. And by the time he had drove off, I didn't even know my phone was like on the fucking ground.
Why he throw it?
Correct. Huh?
Why he throw it?
Because I wouldn't unlock it. He threw my
why didn't you
phone down
unlock it?
I
I hope you
unlock
ain't
it.
fuck with this nigga after.
I just this me that,
You
and I'm a
know.
little on the
She
crazy
off top,
side too.
yeah.
I did. I
She did off
definitely
top.
did. Here's the crazy part. Here's the fucking crazy part. Here's the
Relax.
crazy part. So like right after that happened, I was like so mad. I was so fucking pissed off. So I'm like, fuck this nigga. He got me fucked up. Da, 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 da. So in my mind, I was like, I ain't gonna do nothing about it, and I just fucking snapped. And I fucking got in my car. Mind you, I lived in Spring. He lived in Pearland. And I should tell you the distance if you're from Houston.
Jeez.
I chased this.
Y'all might know
motherfucker.
him.
I chased him down, and the crazy thing is, I caught up with this nigga. Caught up with him,
What?
and then I pulled up to his house, and I waited outside for him. He fucking pulled up because he seen me. He went
I don't
somewhere
even want
else.
to hear no more.
Pulled up, waited on him. I
That's
ended up
crazy.
staying the night at
Tiff,
his
you
house.
need to have a glass. You need to have a glass of relax.
I ended up
Yeah.
staying the night at his house.
Relax.
I didn't talk to him for like a
wildin'.
week after that. I was so mad. He was like, "Oh, I don't know. I thought
Oh,
maybe you'd have
nigga,
fun."
oh,
Fuck you.
A week? This nigga would
Did
have
he-
been canceled
did-
like Christmas.
Did he buy you a new
What
phone?
you saying?
So-
No.
I had already bought it.
So he threw your
Did he
phone.
pay you back?
He threw your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, he paid you
But I
back?
had already bought the phone because he was like blowing me up on shit like, "Oh, I didn't know if you had a phone. I was gonna buy you a phone." I was like, "Nigga, fuck you. I just didn't want to talk to you." And
Don't fuck
eventually
with
I
whole
got
ass niggas like that no more.
it. Well, we're not in a relationship anymore.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just
but-
saying those types of people. Don't do that no more,
So
man. You
think-
gotta relax.
You think it's a
That's-
thing? You
that's
think it's a
not-
thing that younger women are more susceptible to bullshit like that than other women?
Yeah, we definitely
Is that
are.
what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because me, this nigga would have got canceled like Christmas. I would have called my brother. I would have called my brother. I would have called some people. And on top of that, oh, this the whole shit you want to do? I'm grown.
That's-
Niggas will put orders and papers in your life, my guy.
No
like,
bullshit.
yeah,
Nah.
I have no
I got a
problem.
lawyer.
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
retaining like
Oh,
that.
okay, nigga, we going to small claims for this shit. You know what I'm saying? You will find my ass on Judge Mathis for the blatant fucking
bullshit.
800. Like, that's what's going to happen. I don't have time. When it comes to shit like that, that's petty. I don't have fucking time because first of all, I don't do crazy. For me, that was back. I'm over 30. So if you want to fuck with me about under 25 with that crazy shit. Anything above that, once I hit about 27, I wasn't fucking with that bullshit. Niggas, you get slid. I call my brother, and then I'm going to police.
No, for
Those
real,
are the
for
three
real.
things that's going down.
That's true because
Like,
like that's when I was
no.
I'm still in my early 20s, but that was I was like maybe 22 when that happened. You know what I'm saying? So as I get older, I realize a lot of shit that I'm not even willing to deal with at the door. I'm just like, you know what? We're not gonna do
No,
this.
crazy take energy. Crazy take
It
time.
take a lot of energy.
That takes. You have to be a very calculating person.
That's not even the craziest thing that we've ever
And
ever happened to me with him.
We're
but-
gonna relax on that.
Yeah, we're gonna
Let's just.
But anywho, so the next
it was good.
question was, and we can wrap it up
See,
after this, because we kind of talked about open relationships, which is what our next segment was. But well, no, I don't think we need to ask that either, because I was gonna ask if you've ever gotten back at someone for cheating. But
we can give the short answer. Yes.
Yes. No. Actually, no. I would say yes and no because I never, to my knowledge, I never got cheated on, except besides when I was like 16. That doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. So that doesn't count. But like, I've gotten back on some like, I thought you cheated.
But you still did it though.
I feel like
You
still
no, I'm not
retaliated.
gonna say
That's
that.
retaliation,
I'm not
though.
gonna
So
say
you
that.
still
That is
did it.
retaliation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess, yes.
absolutely motherfucking-
I have when I was especially in my younger years, but for me, I would get back in a different way. I'd be like, oh, okay, so this nigga cheated, and then I find out the chick they cheating with. I'm like, this old raggedy ass,
Right.
busted face ass, having ass, old Bama ass looking chick. Like this is who you with? Like, oh, I'm gonna be my baddest. A bitch about to drop a good 15, 20. You know what I'm saying? This hair about to get real luxurious and long
I'm
out here.
so
We about
dead.
to be doing all this.
Cause
and
he must be
that.
acting different. They get
Face
cheated
gonna
on.
be
They be
beat.
acting so different.
No, I'm just saying, oh baby, I'm gonna be fine every time.
Yeah.
Extra. In fact, I'm gonna go out my way to just do
What?
a little sprinkle just to make sure when you see me, you be like, damn, man,
What the
that
fuck going on?
Yep, that ass got fatter.
I
since
have
I've been
actually
gone.
done that. I have anticipated a motherfucking
Yeah.
event where I knew my ex was gonna be there. Real fine.
That's so crazy.
You gonna
Real, but
yeah,
I
you
on
gonna
the
get
days
crazy.
that I'm like my
It's
finest,
crazy
I
'cause
hope I randomly
all that
run into
that
an ex.
showed was that y'all still care about your exes.
I hope
No.
I randomly run
I
into
want
an
to hear.
ex.
I want
That's
to
a
hear.
different-
That's
we
all
gonna-
it
we gonna
shows.
relax
Because
on
the
that.
niggas will pull up to the event knowing the ex gonna be there, not giving a fuck.
Bullshit.
No fucks.
Bullshit.
Niggas, see,
They just out
I'ma
here
pull
really
up
trying
fly.
to act like-
I'ma pull up fly with a shorty, and I'ma pull up fly without one. It don't matter. Like why?
Oh,
why-
yeah,
why-
I agree with
Oh.
that. I would do that too, but at the same time, I'm gonna be in my baddest with or without. nigga.
Exactly.
So you
Exactly.
and I'm a flex strong like a motherfucker. It
Hard.
ain't got shit to do with me feeling for you. I want to make sure you see me at my best. Like, yeah, at night when you laying in your bed after taking a shower and you feeling some type of way and you feeling all frisky and something, you thinking about my ass. Damn, man, them times.
And you know what? I'm gonna
That's
text
what
you
it
and you
is.
gonna pull up.
And that's
Wow.
a damn lie.
Wow.
That's a lie. Now I had my moments. I would come through and lurk. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be like, damn. Should I? Yeah. And then I feel bad about it. Like when you adult and it's different because you sit and you be like, damn, I feel bad. Like shit, I was a hoe. And then on top of that, I had no standards. Like I let this person just slide their way back in. I'm
I'm
like,
so
fuck it.
dead.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different. If in my 20s, I wouldn't gave no thought about it, but now a
Yeah.
nigga really sit up and having nights drinking wine
In
like, I
real
fucked up.
life, though.
Yeah, like real
In
shit.
real
So,
life.
so yeah. Short story. I've done some crazy shit, but we ain't. That's it. I like to flex strong on niggas.
I've
That's
done
all I
it,
can
but
do.
I won't give in-depth answer to what I did.
Well, you ain't gotta do all that.
I won't.
You know, when it's all said and done, like these are all very touchy subjects. You know, shit get real-
Relationship.
Yeah, shit get real complicated. Like, 'cause at the end of the day, like we all animals, and we probably
Who's an animal?
we're mammals. What you mean we're mammals?
Oh,
What you
you said
talking?
me. I thought you said
No,
animal.
we're all we're
I
mammals.
just started thinking about that song. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
Yeah. Nah.
No, we ain't never talking about
No,
them.
the
We
bare
were talking-
bare neck. Is it bare naked? Like I listen to white people shit.
Bare
y'all.
naked, like, nah, I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
listen
at
to
all.
a lot of. Let me not say white people music. That ain't a
Yeah.
genre.
Colonizer
That's a
music?
people.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. That's
You
it.
the colonizer collection. No, I can't. Don't worry
Oh
about
my
it. It's
God.
before your time too, so you might not.
Definitely
But-
before your time.
I mean, but to wrap it up, I just feel like relationships are, they're not true to fit. Every shoe size is different. Every person is
True.
different. What you consider cheating is what I might not consider cheating. We all do different shit, and we have to do what works for us. And that's just how I feel relationships
For sure.
I feel it.
I
are.
concur.
So do what you got to
Yeah.
do. Just wrap it up and be safe. If you aren't being monogamous, just make sure. I say this before we close. Just make sure your ass is being safe, and that you disclose if you are dating other people. I just feel like that's fair.
That's the
That's
most
fair.
responsible thing to do.
We're adults here. Just
say
be
that
honest.
You're also
I'm-
talking to other people.
Not
Come
even
on.
that. I would sit and say, be honest. Yeah, I'm having sex out here with other people.
Yeah.
Type shit.
What
I
the
feel
hell?
it. So speaking of wrapping it up, to wrap up the show, we gotta talk about
Wow.
who pays the bills around here. This portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, Get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
That was so good. You read so well.
Thank you.
You're really into the show today.
Wow.
Thank you.
He is.
He off that
I'm not
yak.
mad at it.
No, not really.
He's definitely not. let's
Wildin'.
take that statement back. But I think we had a pretty good show, and I think you really summed up what we were gonna say. Well, I guess you summed it up in your words, because I don't think I disagree with anything. I don't know. I guess my views are a little different as far as like relationships, monogamy and stuff. Because I think that monogamous relationships is a thing. It's fucking a realistic thing. You can definitely be with one person. Now, to say, should we be with one person from a like a man, a human, a evolution aspect, I think that's to each its own. But I feel as far as just talking about your relationship and how you feel about monogamy, it's a motherfucking thing for me. Okay? Just let y'all know. And I do think that marriage is the thing. Now, however, I believe in marriage, but I don't feel that it's absolutely necessary for a relationship to thrive or for you to confirm that, okay, I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my life. However, if you're going to be with somebody and you've been together for fucking 20 years, just get married already. Damn. It's not, like, you're going to be with them for the next 20 years, obviously. Just fucking make it official and get married. But that's just how I feel, you know. I've had my cheating times, and I don't know how I feel about an open relationship. I've never done it. Well, I've not voluntarily done it. But, yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at with things. Alrighty. So with that being said, no last comments from Zane. I think he might be a little lit on us right now.
I'm chilling.
So we're going to go ahead and close out the show. First of all, before we close out the show, there will be a Twitter and a Facebook page coming for the show itself. It's going to be, if I can get the username, at hashtag, it may be underscore hashtag or hashtag underscore something of that nature if I have to get fancy with it. But there will be a social media coming just for the show specifically, so you guys can go ahead and follow that as well, so that you can send us all of your questions if you want to be anonymous or whatever it may have you. We do have some good things coming up as far as like giveaways and prizes, so definitely tune in for that. And catch us Saturday at the Jack Daniels flavor event. We will be there. We're going to be asking questions to people, doing a little bit of an interview thing. And, yeah, it would be really nice to see you guys, to meet y'all in person. So come see us. And that is going to be at Discovery Green. And that, again, is Saturday.
Houston, Texas.
Houston.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, once again, thank y'all for tuning in this week. You know, I fuck with all y'all. Y'all can, you know what I'm saying, hit my DMs if y'all want to hit me with some shit you want me to talk about. But make sure y'all follow me at Zane Tommy, IG, Twitter, Snapchat, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate y'all. Don't cheat.
Relax.
Says the fucking cheater.
And
The cheater, right?
I'm really not the cheater. Y'all,
Wow.
y'all told
Chill.
crazy stories.
Wow.
I ain't telling no stories.
You want to keep your name safe? You want to keep your name safe?
Rolling out, Chris.
Zane be
relax.
cheating. Zane be cheating.
So
And-
it's your girl Chrissy Vet. You can holler at me
Wow.
on IG at _Shershay_La_Chris. That's the best way to find me on there. So yeah, just wrap it up and just be honest. Wrap it up and be honest. That's all I have to say
For
about
sure,
relationships.
wrap it up.
Please.
Don't be
Diseases
out here-
Diseases out here murking folk.
Yeah.
Especially these sexual transmitted ones, like for real. They
If
out
you're
here
gonna be
killing niggas
dick
in 3 days.
dipping,
So just
Condoms
wrap
just
it up.
suck, though. Like, that's
Wow.
trash.
And that's it. Wrap it up. Condoms are great. Use them.
get a girlfriend.
Pause. Pause.
Well, honestly, that don't secure you either,
Pause.
because your girlfriend might be
Oh,
cheating.
my God.
But yeah, if you're gonna be dick dipping, wrap it up. So, with that being said, we're going to wrap up the show. And again, it's your girl, Tiffany Noco. Go ahead and follow me on the gram, follow me on Twitter, and be on the lookout for our social media pages, which will be monitored and hosted by moi. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see you again next week.
Bye.